I called you Denzi Squelch there. I told you to go before the show, didn't I?
Denzi, but I know I always want to wee just before we I was doing a want to wee dance.
Judi and I are standing there. She's over the other side of the set going,
Honestly, every time Denzi Squelch, because they used to call me Squelchy Welshy at school.
Yeah, but let's not go into that. That was your past.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
your past.
It's lovely to be back. I've missed you all.
We've missed you so
Honestly,
much. I hate it when you're not on.
I never thought this was going to happen today.
No.
What a morning we have had. I really thought I was going to be doing this on Zoom in the back of an Uber.
Because I come down from Cheshire sometimes in the morning on the very early train. Normally, I rush in flustered and you're all there in the middle of the meeting. And I got there flustered late this morning and there was absolutely nobody there. Kay was on a sleeper train from Scotland in somewhere like Crewe. Judi was doing the school run, sitting in a car park trying to do a Zoom meeting. Nadia, you driven Kiki to school.
No, gone on the train.
It was on the train. It was like a comedy of errors. I was wearing no makeup and our lovely producer, Tom, I think did a little video of the chaos.
Oh, right, OK.
Nadia and Judi have been on the school run. Kay's train is late, so she's on the sleeper. Nadia literally dropped her child off at school and Kay is freezing constantly while she's in her sleeper. Can she speak about contraception? Over to you, Kay, from the sleeper.
Oh,
I said something very rude because you had just literally dropped Kiki at school and got in front of your driver were having to talk about Willie.
My driver, I went straight into Willie's and I couldn't believe it. And then I went from Willie's to something else. The poor man, I'd just met him, and he got me as he dropped me off at the studio. He goes, I think it's going to be quite an interesting show, isn't it?
Well, it's funny because I was freezing all the time and all I heard, it suddenly became clear and all I heard you screaming, I mean, what man would put a piece of wire down his penis? The taxi driver must have thought, I'm in trouble.
You don't think about what you're saying in front of him. You're just in the deep conversation.
Our meetings are so crazy.
Yeah, our top topics this morning was,
We can't do our meetings in public.
No.
But listen, that's all to come, all to come.
Yeah.
It is lovely to see you.
And they're gripped with anticipation.
I want to know how your dad is, because I saw something on Instagram and he looked amazing.
Oh,
so much
better. Do you know, my dad, and this is the first time since Christmas I've been able to say this, is doing so well.
Oh, yeah.
He's constantly asking me, how many hits did that get on Instagram when I post the stories? But I want to use today just to say thank you to our Loose Women viewers because they have shared in this story of my dad because it's been an incredibly stressful time. We honestly thought that we were going to lose him at many, many times this year, my sister and I and Lincoln and all of the family. And the fact that we eventually got him home, I guess, loved him back. And he's gone from... We went to my stepson's wedding a month ago. Dad was eating nothing. It was so hard to get the calories in him. So I went to the wedding. His mobility was increasing. He came with us. And I went with a bag. There he was there. I went with a bag full of all his meal supplement drinks like this. I turn around at the wedding. He's having a Pimm's and a cigar.
Yes.
That's your dad, isn't it?
And it was interesting because as his cognitive skills increased, he'd be sitting asking me for my receipts because he's always, sort of helped me with tax things and all of the la that I do. And Lincoln had a little tough love chat with him when he came to stay with us after hospital and said, look, Vin, we can see that you're mentally back there. He said, but what you're not doing is taking responsibility for your calories. You have to take responsibility for staying alive as well, because you want to go home and live independently. And anyway, the next day we stayed in this hotel in Hertfordshire, and Dad ordered fish and chips, and we didn't say anything because it was the first time, and he basically ate them all. And that he's put on a stone. We took him out the other day, and he had, I don't know if you got the picture of this ridiculous meal that he had. And I think they're trying to... So basically, we went over... It's like a meat feast. And at the moment, we have this lovely lady who's come from Poland called Ella, who's sort of helping in this transition to sort of living independently again. And she has this wonderful sort of Polish accent. She said to me, but I'm very, very cross with him because he is going to the shop and he's buying too much of the kitty catty. Which isn't the cat food, by the way. It's the chocolate bar. The chocolate bar.
Oh, there he is. Look what he's
Do you know what's so nice, Denise? Especially you just being honest and open about what you've been going through. And I think for me, I connected where so much people connected is the fact that seeing someone lose their character, all the bits that you knew about your dad, and from the picture alone, it looks like it's coming back. And
we never
just
thought
sharing
it would
with us.
happen, Judy. He was so far down the line, you know, and it was just, it was...
And you've always been saying all the way along how much the Loose Women audience have been sending all those messages, have made such a difference.
They connected.
I put a video of him on it, because the one thing that did choke me up is what I said to Lincoln and my sister when he was very sick. Because you've always known my dad goes on holiday, loves to dance, hates walking, but can dance with the women all night long. And I said, I'm never going to dance with my dad again. So the fact that we did do this little dance on the patio and it had something like, I don't know, 250,000 hits on Instagram, you know, but the comments, many from Loose Women viewers, because they've shared the story, and so many people have had sick loved ones through this year for all sorts of conditions and illnesses. So I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you to you all, because you've all been doing him
it's
constant
so heartwarming. I don't know what little video I saw, but he strolled into a room and everyone got up and clapped. And it was so...
That was Kate Thornton last week.
It was really nice.
Kate Thornton was doing this, they're doing like a little lunchtime tour of lots of laughs and things like that. Kate and McGiff and Zoe and Rusty Lee. And my dad went, and he went to the loo. Kate Thornton spotted that he'd gone to the loo and said to the audience, someone we love very much has been very poorly. Would you just make him welcome when he comes back in? Dad walks back in, just having had a wee, and gets a standing ovation. So it was lovely. There's a lot of love for him, and I'm very grateful.